Hello everyone, Silent here, welcome back to another video. In this one I will be showing you 6 bugs and glitches that are useful to you in your survival worlds that will always be on the console editions of Minecraft. So before I get to the bugs, there's just a few things that I want to say real quick. This is part 2. Part 1 had 5 glitches. A glitch where you can get up to 3.7 million items from one dupe. Definitely check that out. There's a link to that video in the description and in the upper right now. There's also a couple of x-ray glitches and a way to respawn the Ender Dragon with 2 end crystals. Check that out if you're interested. So in this video we're going to be looking at another x-ray glitch, a couple of other good glitches for your world, and a way to get items from creative mode into your survival world without disabling achievements. Stacks of beacons, mending books, totems of undying, literally anything you want without disabling achievements. A very good glitch. We'll go over that in depth a little bit later. So these bugs will always be on the console editions of Minecraft. I'm not sure which bugs work on which editions, mainly the PS3 and the Xbox 360. I'm a little bit fuzzy on which ones work because I don't have those platforms, but these bugs will always and forever be on the Xbox One edition of Minecraft, as this version is never getting an update ever again. Alright, so with all of that rambling out of the way, let's get to the first little duplication glitch that works in multiplayer and solo survival. The creative to survival glitch will be coming at the end of this video, so you're just gonna have to watch all the way through. What a pain. Trust me, all the glitches to come up are pretty useful. So what we're doing here is pick blocking an item and then dropping it at the same time, and that will allow you to duplicate anything on your quick crafting menu. Any of these things: TNT minecarts for TNT, books, gold, iron, diamonds, emeralds, redstone, coal, wheat, slime, string, more gold, wood even, and a good few other things with your crafting table. Anything on the first section of your crafting table, this first little tab here, you can duplicate. So that means you can duplicate shulker boxes and ender chests with this in in multiplayer, which is very good. It doesn't work with anything on these tabs or anything on these pages. I've tested it. The items disappear. So let's take a look at how you do this. So basically what you're doing is pick blocking this block and then dropping it at the same time. So you need 2 of these items. I have a block of diamond here and then a block of diamond on the ground. So it does require 18 diamonds to get started, or 18 of whatever you want if you're doing blocks of things, or just 2 blocks of wood. So we're going to be pick blocking this and then dropping it. So it doesn't work every time. The item does need to be in your inventory and not on the hotbar for this to work. But yeah, as you can see, we pick blocked it, dropped it, and now we have the floating item there, and also the one on our hotbar. So yeah, don't open your inventory, it'll disappear. So let's do that again. It does take a second to get it right. You basically got to press them exactly the same time, and I keep forgetting to put that item in our inventory. There we go. Okay, so from here you can go over to your diamond crafting, craft that into diamonds, and then there you go. You got your other diamond block and your diamonds. Very good. So let's try that out with some dark oak here. We have a dark oak log in our inventory, and we're going to do that and then craft some dark oak planks. And there you go. That's a wood duplication glitch for you. Alright, let's hurry it up with this glitch already and move on. So you may be wondering how you duplicate shulker boxes and ender chests with this, and the tip to that is to simply put the items in an item frame, because we can pick block this and get the item on our hotbar. So you can do this with any recipe on the first page or any recipe in your quick crafting that you can't place down, like the item. So the tip with this though is if you are using a recipe that requires 2 or more of the same item, to rename them. You can see that we have obsidian 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and then we have obsidian 1 to 4 to 8 and whatever, and then we also have these things renamed. So shulker shell 2, shulker shell 1, and we have shulker shell 1 and shulker shell 2 in our inventory. So let's duplicate this real quick just to show you how it's done. I've already done it once. So there we go. So pick block and drop, and it didn't work that time. Put the items back in our inventory. So pick block and drop, and then pick block and drop, and then pick block and drop, and then we can craft up our shulker box, pick up our items, and there you go. We got a free shulker box, and we got our shells and stuff back. So another little tip for this is to make sure that your cursor is on your first slot and your hotbar when you're doing this style of pick blocking item frames. Otherwise, if it's like in the middle or something and you're pick blocking a lot, it's gonna mess up and you're not gonna be able to duplicate. So now that we got that little duplication glitch out of the way, let's hop over to a pretty simple and actually pretty good little x-ray glitch using a pig in the bottom of the world. So for this one, you just want to go down as far as you can. This is a mostly vertical x-ray glitch, although it's kind of a horizontal one as well. So what you need is a pig, a carrot on a stick, and a saddle. So you want to put your saddle on the pig, hop on the pig, and also night vision is good because night vision helps with every x-ray glitch. So we're going to hop on this guy, and as long as you're holding your carrot on a stick, you will be able to drive around. If you're not holding it, then yeah, your face goes into a block. So if this, you can look up, and yeah, there's actually a really good little x-ray glitch. If we can go into this corner here, you can see that we can actually see quite a bit. This is much better than the bed one because you can do it at any time of day, and you can look around as well, which is very good. So if you go into a third person, then you can actually kind of do a horizontal one as well. And yeah, you can see quite a lot. Oh wow, there's actually diamonds over there. It looks like they're completely drowned in lava though, so that's going to be fun to get. So when you hop off of this, if your head is in a block or if you got a block above you, you will take a little bit of damage, but that's perfectly fine. It's like not even half a heart. So let's drink our night vision and get our carrot on stick out. And yeah, as you can see quite a bit more. And this is actually just a very good x-ray glitch in general. So up next, we have ourselves a very, very simple rail duper. This is the entire circuitry right here. Literally just a comparator clock going into a sticky piston with all of these line blocks and then rails on top of it. You can duplicate every type of rail with this, and let's just turn this thing on and just have it running if I can flick the lever. So there you go. You might also want a wall on the end of this because that slime block likes to launch items quite far. But yeah, there you go. As you can see, just lots and lots and lots of rail. So if you want to duplicate powered rail, you can have 5 like that. If you want to duplicate detector rail, it's just like that. If you want to dupe activator rails, it's like that. And if you want to dupe normal rail, then you have to do it in a setup kind of like this, or you can have it be in a setup like so, and that'll dupe you both powered and normal rail. But yeah, very, very simple to build, and you can have multiple of these going. Alright, this is also an any color carpet duplicator. So I know that there's a faster way to duplicate carpets, but I currently can't figure it out. This way does work though, with any color carpet, and this is a double cell. You can chop that down to a single cell if you like. And yeah, you can have this going directly into your furnace array, meaning that you get infinite fuel from nothing, which is pretty freaking awesome. Okay, so duplications and x-rays are fun and all, but now it's time for something truly unique, and that is breaking gravity for all of the gravity blocks in the game, including concretes and stuff. This can be very useful to some of you builders. So all you need to do is get a whole bunch of gravity blocks. We're just using gravel here because it's useless, and you need to have them fall on top of a fence post. So let's do that now. This does not work in Better Together. This only works on the console editions, and as you can see, eventually gravity blocks just won't fall anymore. Very, very useful if you're building high up out of a lot of concrete. You can build up your little masterpiece and then just dump water over it, and it'll just turn into concrete. You can update these blocks all you like. With anything else, you can destroy them, and it's never gonna start falling unless you unload this area or leave the game or break this fence post. This is personally one of my favorite bugs. Never really use it that often because I just don't build with concrete, but it is actually really, really fun to play with, and you should try it out. So it is now time for that part of the video that you have all been waiting for, how to get creative items into your survival world without disabling achievements. So let's check this out real quick. This is a survival world, so you can see there, created in survival mode, and let's just load this up real quick. Now for this glitch, you do need to put it into offline mode. It cannot be an online game. If it's an online game, you're going to make your world creative. So make sure that it is an offline game, and also make sure that autosave is enabled. Okay, one last thing I want to say before we actually begin is make sure you make a copy of your world. You can see down at the bottom of the screen what button you need to press to get save options. Press that, go down to copy save, and create a save. You should make like daily backups of your world if you actually value it. Anyway, it's just very good practice. Okay, so we're going to load it up in creative mode, and I highly, highly recommend you know exactly what items you want to get and exactly where they are in the creative menus. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting time and an autosave might happen. So what we're going to go for here is just a good few beacons. You do have about 30 to 40 seconds but just go as fast as you can. I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of different things, try and fill up this entire chest here, and maybe get a few extra things, maybe some shulker shells as well. And we're just gonna load this up if I can find shulker shells, kind of like that. And then, you know, let's go for some spawn eggs as well. And you won't always get every single thing that you try to get. So let's go, and now you want to hold down your console button until your console turns off. Now I am going to be speeding up a bit of the footage because this is a very long process, takes about 3 minutes, but you should see the no signal thing pop up now. Thank you OBS for still recording the Elgato when it's got no signal. Very, very fine. That is what I'm recording this with. The rest of the video is Elgato, but you guys don't really care about that. So now turn on your console again. You will see the Xbox logo, and I'm going to speed this up because I've done this already like 2 or 3 times. And here we are after super fast time lapse, and on the menu we're gonna load this up, and we should see the little menu to better together. That doesn't always pop up. This will have to sync your data if you did it right, and yeah, there should be a little menu to better together. Sometimes the infinite white squares does take a while as well. This is a pretty slow glitch, but for what it can do, getting you items in your world that you don't have, like packed ice or mycelium or podzol or villagers or really anything like that, something that you don't have in your world just because it is so small or limited with the world borders. It really is well worth the wait and well worth the multiple tries that it may take. So here we go. It is still created in survival mode. That is a good sign. Let's load this up and see if it actually does work. And again, sometimes, like I said, very slow glitch. Sometimes stuff does take a while to load. Honestly, that's just kind of how Minecraft is in general. So, load it up. Hopefully we did get our items. We really did go all out and try to get a whole bunch of stuff. So it'd be cool if we get any of that. And look at that. We got our double chest. And hell to the yes. Look at that. From one dupe, you got 3, 6, 7 stacks of beacons, a couple stacks of diamond blocks. I know that I sped up the footage, but I swear that was not cut at all. This is not faked. This is still survival world. You saw it. How would you get this many beacons without just like a lot of everything? And you can see that we duplicated the items on our hotbar as well. So you can do a lot more of this glitch than just this stuff. You can enchant items and then throw this in here in creative. So like you can get Smite 5 on like a piece of pork chop or something. You know, ridiculous stuff like that. Stupid things that you can do in creative, like break bedrock or you know, stuff like that. Alright, so now that I've regained my breath a little bit, with my 3 or 4 attempts that it took me to actually get that clip there of it actually being successful, I would say timing is very, very important. You don't want to go too fast, like 10 to 15, even 20, 25 seconds in your world, because then it's not going to work and you're just going to waste like 3 or 4 minutes booting up your console again. I would say stay in your world for about 40 seconds. I wouldn't push it any more than that. Okay, so the last little bug for this video is actually removing the end portal frame or even the end portal blocks itself if you like, using a little tiny red mushroom, which is kind of impressive. Good job, little guy. So what you want to do is go over by 2 blocks and then go down by 3 and then plant your mushroom. This takes a butt ton of bone meal. I have had it happen twice. I just for some reason cannot get this thing to happen while I'm recording. You definitely want to make sure that there's enough room for this mushroom to grow in the first place. That's why I removed like everything around here. Might even remove some of this stuff. That might help, but I have had it happen twice. It deleted the frame, and yeah, so I know it works. There we go. Finally, thank you, on camera. Yes, proof. There we go. Excellent. So yeah, it deletes your end portal frame. Just takes a butt ton of bone meal. So I want to give a giant thank you to my friend Charlie T Unicorn for telling me that the creative to survival dupe does still work, because I thought it got patched a while ago. I also want to give a giant thank you to my friend David M. Jones for telling me about the pick block dupe. Very useful one. I really explored a lot with that and discovered quite a bit new stuff with it. And also thank you to Willie Fletcher, one of you guys, for telling me about the pig x-ray. Never would have even thought about trying to use a pig for like literally anything besides maybe eating. And there you have it, 11 glitches for your use in your world. So the glitches that I show in this video and the last video, you should be duplicating, glitching, x-raying, and just everything to infinity and beyond. I put a lot of time and effort into each and every single one of my videos. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. One quick thing I will say about duplication is that it is a very, very slippery slope. You should try to avoid it at all costs. Use it in very limited moderation, and do not do it on servers without permission because you don't want to get banned. And that's all I'm really going to say about it. Everything else is up to you. Yeah, so please do leave a like or dislike on the video if you guys did enjoy. It really does help the channel an absolute ton if you do leave a like. Subscribe if you are new here, because we love having new members join our community. And I will see you guys in the comment section and in the next video. Thank you for watching. And then there was silence.